We'll get started in a seated position. You can straighten your legs and keep it as wide as you would like today. Try to keep your feet flexed, that means your toes are pointed towards your nose. Bring your hands in front of you between your legs, sitting up nice and tall. When you are ready, we'll move our hands forward as you flex forward. Reach your fingers as far as possible. Then you slide your fingers back up and sit up nice and tall. Continue moving like that. Walk your hands as far as possible. Feel the back of your legs stretch. The more you point your or flex your feet, pointing your toes towards your nose, the deeper the stretches as you flex forward. When you come back up, try to sit nice and tall. Next time you go forward, can you stay there and pulse 3, 2, 1 and come all the way up. Continue moving like that. We're going to roll forward, reaching our fingers forward. Pulse 3, 2, 1 and come back up. We'll do 3 more like that. Keep flexing your feet as much as possible. Going as forward as possible. Every time you go forward, challenge yourself to go a little bit forward. 3, 2, 1. Come up. Last one here. Roll forward. Challenge yourself to go as further away as possible. 3, 2, 1. And come all the way up. Bring your hands behind you. You can keep your fingers pointed away from you, towards you or to the side. Wherever it feels comfortable for you today. Bend your knees, bring your feet on top of the mat. We are transitioning into our hip thrust. Your chest is out and opened. Shoulders away from your ears. When you are ready, we'll lift our hips up and come back down. We reach our waistline up to the ceiling, look up to the ceiling and come back in. You can experiment with different positions of your hands. See what feels good for you, what feels comfortable for you today. Lifting as high as possible when you come up into a hip thrust and lowering it back down. When you thrust your hips up, you should feel your glutes squeeze together. Keep lifting your hips as high as possible. Keep looking up to the ceiling and down. Keep going. We are almost there. We'll do 4 more here. For 4 and 3 and 2. The next time you come up, hold there. Keep holding. We are going to pulse our hips 8 times up to the ceiling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more and come all the way down. Take a quick break. We have 1 more movement here in this position. Straighten your legs again out to the side. As much as possible, flex your feet, toes pointed towards your nose. This time we are going to bring our hands behind your neck. Keep your elbows out to the side. You are sitting nice and tall here. When you are ready, we are going to twist towards the screen. Come back to center. Twist to the other side and back to center. Continue moving like that. As you continue, you want to try and sit up nice and tall as much as possible. We are twisting as much as possible, keeping both your hips anchored down on the mat, and we are just moving our chest to one side. Try and keep your elbows out to the side as much as possible. You can keep doing this, or when you flex to one side, we are going to add some pulses. As you twist, pulse for 3, 2, 1, come back to center. 3, 2, 1, back to center. Keep going. We still want to keep our back as tall as possible while you're doing your pulses. Pulsing and twisting a little bit more. Challenge yourself to twist a little bit more every rep. One last one on each side. I'm right there with you. And take a break. You can bring your hands behind you, bend your knees and do a 90-90 movement to relieve any tension. We will go into our prone position now. That means you are on your belly. Keep your toes pointed away from you. Hands are below your shoulders. We'll start with our swan, where we press our mat away from you as you lift your chest up and come back down. You can lift as high as you feel good today. You can keep your elbows down on the mat and lift just a little high, or you can press your mat all the way away from you, straightening your hands all the way and looking up to the ceiling and come back down. Whatever feels good for you today and your body. Straighten your hands, lifting up, look up, 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 going into that yummy back bend and come back down. We'll do 3 more here. 3 and 2. Lift as high as possible. Last one here. Straighten your hands as much as possible for this one. Look up, 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 up and come all the way down. All right, we are still gonna progress. Take a quick break if you need. Straighten your hands in front of you and legs behind you. We're gonna move into our Spider-Man. Looking down to the mat, we'll lift our right hand and your left leg. Come back down and switch sides. One hand and opposite leg. If you want to do just your hands, keep your legs down and layer down to just your hands. You can alternate between your hands and your legs, lifting one hand, the other hand, then you lift one leg and the other leg. If you're at Spider-Man, you're lifting one hand and your opposite leg. Try to lift your back up, going into that slight back bend, looking up to the ceiling as much as possible. Keep going. Keep your legs and your hands as straight as possible, because the movements are coming from your shoulders and your hips. We'll do 2 more on each side. Last one, hang in there. And take a break. Take a quick break. We have one last movement here in this prone position. It's called rocking. We'll do the prep of it. When you're ready, bend your right leg and hold on to your right ankle. Bend the left leg and hold on to your left ankle. You're looking down to the mat. You can keep your knees apart or bring them together, whichever position feels good and comfortable for you today. When you're ready, you're pressing your feet into your hands, which will help lift your chest off of the ground and come back down. So press your ankles into your palms to help you lift up and back down. Now as you do that, you will feel your knees lifting up, your quads lifting off of the ground. Only your belly is on the mat. You can just push away and lift just your chest up. Move at your own range of motion. And see where you are at today. Maybe next week you'll be able to progress to a bigger range of motion. We'll do 2 more here. On your next one, we're going to lift up and hold. Keep holding. As you hold, see if you can roll forward and back like a ball. Like you're rocking for 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Take a break. Okay, we are back on our back. All right. We're going to keep our hands by the sides of our hips. Settle down on your mat. This time we'll bring both our legs to a tabletop position. You can bring your hands behind your neck and we're going to do our chest lifts. Lift your chest up, lower it down. As you know, you can always go back to keeping your feet down on the mat or keeping one foot down on the mat, bringing one leg tabletop. Wherever you are, try to keep your elbows out to the side as much as possible. Come up and slowly go back down. We are trying to keep our muscles under tension for a longer period of time. That is why we are trying to go back down as slow as possible. For 3, hang in there for 2, and 1. Take a break. Hug your knees in, roll side to side. All right, we'll straighten both legs. We'll flex both our feet. Then you straighten one leg up to the ceiling. You can point that foot away from your nose. That means the foot on the mat is flexed, the foot away is pointed. When you're ready, make small circles with that leg extended to the ceiling. Now see if you can make the circle a little bigger, moving at your own pace. See if you can take your waistline over and bring it in. You can keep your hands out to the side if that helps with making a bigger circle. Out and around. We'll reverse the direction of the same circle you're making with the leg that is extended up to the ceiling. Take the waistline with you on the ride and moving at your own pace. Keep breathing. 2 more here. Making as big circle as possible today. Last one. And take a break. We are going to switch sides. Flex your foot on the mat. Straighten your other leg up to the ceiling. Toes are pointed. Make as big circle as you can. Keep going. Take the waistline to the right with you. See how big a circle are you making today. Maybe next week you might be able to make a bigger circle. Reminder to flex your foot that is on the mat. We'll reverse after this one. Reverse the direction of the circle. Whew. Almost there. Few more here. Last 3. And 2. Take the waistline with you. Last big circle. Whew. Take a break. You can open your hands out to the side. Sway your knees to one side. Look to the opposite. Come back to center. Stretch your feet.